Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Catherine Kelly. I hope you are getting back into the swing of things after a holiday break. I know we just had a major snowstorm here in North Carolina, so we're not so much digging out, but we're waiting for it to melt. It's supposed to be 68 tomorrow, so I think we're going to be good. But today, what I want to bring to you is some idea of how to handle some of the ongoing stress and duress that people are experiencing with this change of presidents. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to be meeting with a journalist this afternoon that wants to hear what's going on with what I'm calling the Trump trauma, because there is so much that is happening for people and so many ideas and things that are really getting turned over and stretched and stressed. And, we're trying to figure out where we're at. So I'm going to be meeting with this journalist this afternoon who's interested in doing some writing about this kind of thing. But I wanted to bring to you today a reminder of what we need to do to weather this. And, a week from tomorrow, we are going to be having a new president. And I know for me and for many others, as I'm hearing, that as the time gets closer, there's a building kind of energy, a building kind of discomfort and fear and uncertainty. And, we also have to remind ourselves that this is exactly what people who didn't vote for Obama felt like 8 years ago. So, we have to remember that there are things that connect us, even though we feel like we are so different in this situation. So, just like in Ecclesiastes, there's a season for everything. And apparently this is a season for many of us to really be challenged with being under a president that does not fit our truth, does not fit our reality, does not fit our integrity. And as I mentioned integrity, that is really what I want to stress today, is that, bringing back that idea of soul health, and I've got my model here just to remind you folks, bringing back the idea of soul health, the main concept of that is figuring out what within each one of those branches we have to balance, what we have to keep going, what we have to keep cleaning out and filling up with, so that we can align ourselves for what I call radiant living. And that alignment is all about living in our truth, living in our absolute knowingness of ourselves, living in our soul. And the word integrity is really the most important thing to remember as we weather this next bit of whatever's coming with the presidency. Because our integrity is what is going to keep us strong. Our integrity is going to be what keeps us aligned with ourselves, because there are so many different things within the human condition, within each one of those branches, that can basically misalign us. So if you look at any of those branches, basically it's a matter of understanding that we have to keep our integrity, we have to keep strong, we have to keep ourselves rooted in who we are, what we believe in, what our truth is, what we need to speak out, what we need to basically be respectful of, so that we don't fall off course. Because when the human condition happens, it's very easy to get off of our truth. It's very easy to shrink back and kind of ignore the things that are important, and not take care of ourselves, and not take care of the world, and not take care of basically our reason as citizens for being here too. So the whole idea of integrity to me is so important right now as we enter this next phase, because if all of us that are concerned about the future now lose our integrity, lose our sense of self, lose our soul, well, then we're not going to get anywhere. So I've been trying to really encourage people to channel their energies into the things that are positive, into the things that they feel like they can do in order to really make change or get their voice out there, or feel like they are contributing. So keep that word in your brain as far as integrity and rootedness and truth and alignment, because if we misalign, if we allow our fear to misalign us, we're not going to get anywhere. And that was pretty much President Obama's message in his last address the other night, is that we've got to stay basically in our truths. These are my words as a psychologist and as a spiritual advocate, I guess I would say. But we have to stay in this alignment. We have to stay in our truth. So keep that in mind as we go into this next phase, and use that word to remind yourself of how to stay in your integrity. So hope that was a good reminder for you. I look forward to hearing about your thoughts on this, and I hope you have a fabulous day.